welcome to Castlevania for the NES. I'm going to show you how to beat this game the easiest way I know how. One of the things I will say right off the bat is don't be afraid to use save states. I'm not going to use save states because I don't need to, but if you're learning this game for the first time or you're just getting used to it, then definitely use them because you're going to need them to practice to get better at things. But I'm just going to show you in the quickest ways possible how to get through this game. So let's get started. So if I go through things too fast, feel free to just back up and watch things over. So at the very start, you're going to get some hearts, which are your ammunition for your sub-weapons. You're going to get some whip upgrades, which make our whip longer and more powerful. We're going to avoid the dagger because it's terrible. And if you jump past the black bars, you can get that, but I just didn't do it. There's black bars on either side of the door there. Anyway, you get right in here. There's zombies. Zombies are infinitely spawning, so you want to keep moving to the right. You can whip pretty much most of those candles without any worry because it's just going to be hearts and money, and you can't go wrong with either of those. So you're going to walk to the edge here. You don't have to do that. That's just for flair. You can hit that to get some extra points. You got more zombies. I'm going to avoid the clock. So that's one thing about the game is it randomizes sometimes, your drops. So you have sub-weapons just drop out of nowhere. And keeping certain sub-weapons is really important for this particular version of how I want you to run this game. Now, here's the thing. Once you learn how to do it this way, you don't have to stick to just doing it this way. You can do it however you want. I'm just showing you the easiest way I know how. But as you're walking through here, you're going to have some fishmen. They spawn pretty much the same way every time. Once you learn the patterns, you can get around. Like here, you're going to have one spawn, and then another one's going to spawn right there. Alright, and then you just go up the stairs. Now you're going to have a bat spawn here. You go up the stairs, and to the right, there's going to be another bat spawn. There it is. You just walk through the door, okay? Keep going through. We're almost to the end of the first stage already. Get this. We'll jump down here. Get the invincibility. That makes us invisible and invincible. Get the axe from that heart that was up there. Or not heart, the candle. Sorry. Alright, we're going to go over here. We're going to get this. This 2 will enable us to throw 2 sub-weapons out at once. Usually there's a little bit of a wait period. But being able to throw out 2 just makes it easy to dominate the first boss. And you might have a little bit more trouble, but honestly, this first boss is pretty easy because even if he hits you several times, you don't really lose that much health. So, it may take you several tries. I've been playing this game for like over 20 years, so I have a lot of practice. But hopefully I'll get you through this and you'll be able to beat this game if you never have before. Okay, so this level is a little bit trickier for sure. Okay, you can go through there and that'll bring up a crown that gets you some extra points. Alright, and you got your knights. And, we'll have some bats here. Bats are pretty annoying in this game, but they don't really hold a candle to Medusa heads. Medusa heads are some of the worst. But the good thing is they're kind of easy to learn the patterns from. Alright, I usually throw a couple axes, take that guy out. And watch your platforms and your jumping, because in this game, your jumps, they really just have if you make a jump, that's it. You can't really control your jump in midair. But, okay, we're going to wait here for a second, get some treasure to pop up. That's some extra points. And we almost despawned the knight, but no biggie. Okay. So I know I haven't told you much about the Medusa heads, but we're going to run into them here in just a second. Okay, so you want to sit there. That'll help. Okay, so what we want to do is get one to spawn and just jump up, and that boosts us up to that top floor. That's a damage boost, and it helps you skip part of the level. Okay, so since we lost some health, We can hit that right there. That'll get us some health back. And here's the tricky part. Those things will insta-kill you. So we want to throw that. And you want to duck. Because the hitboxes on those are very big and they will kill you very quickly. Alright, we have a ghost that pops up behind you. You don't want the cross. We want to keep the holy water. It was important that I hit that one. I know I'm rushing through things. But it was important that I hit that one. Oh, that's cool. That clears that out. But anyway, we're going to have a ghost appear behind us. We're just going to keep walking. Alright. So we get up here. We got some Medusa heads. Got the triple shot because we've been hitting enough candles. And here is the Medusa. We're going to throw down some holy water, and this is going to be the key to whipping this game's ass. If you just keep throwing holy water and just keep doing that, enemies, like bosses, just can't even move. They're just stuck. Alright, so that gets us an extra life and gets us through stage 2. Now stage 3 is a lot trickier. Game's starting to ramp up a little bit in difficulty. Alright, so what we're going to do, go through here. You can hit pretty much all these candles. We're going to get that ghost. Now we have hunchbacks. Hunchbacks are flea men, and flea men are no fun. If they get to moving really quickly, like if they touch the ground for longer than a second, they're a pain in the ass. But anyway, if you lose some health, got a pork chop right there. We're going to have a skeleton here. I'm going to get rid of him before he causes too much trouble. Alright. This next screen, we're going to get introduced to ravens. And ravens are not fun. I just went ahead and hit that one because it gets him out of our way. Ravens are very unpredictable. Thankfully, I got a pretty good pattern there. If you go there and just duck, that will appear. Okay, and you can just throw holy water straight down, kill that skeleton. Easy as that. Okay, go through the next door. Now what we can do on this next section is just pretty much walk forward. Like nothing fancy. The Medusa heads will actually just go right past you. Now once we get to the top of the stairs, this guy can either jump over our heads or he'll do that. But thankfully we were able to just do that to him. Okay, now this, couldn't remember exactly what block it was, but there was a, there we go. That one's always hard for me to remember. Alright, the Medusa heads there, I mean not Medusa heads, the ravens, bit of a pain. Best thing to do is just, yeah, if you need to, back up away from the hole, because if you get hit while you're over a chasm, you will fall in. These guys are kind of dangerous, the columns. It's best to throw holy water down and hit them. I know this is a lot to be taken in at one time, so like I said, if you need to pause, feel free. Just kind of showing you a quick way to get through this. Okay, if you just do a little technique I like to do is just rolling your finger across the jump and whip buttons, then you'll get a nice like quick whip. Alright, that hit me, but that's okay. That hit me too, that's okay. Okay. Oh no, we don't want that. I almost messed up. Okay. So we're going to activate these guys by walking to the center, and then we're going to create a little campfire with our holy water. And that's going to destroy our bosses, and it's going to be good. Okay. So there was some meat in case you need it, but we don't need it because we're too good for that. Alright, so the whole key to this run, as you can see so far, is from stages 2 pretty much until the last stage. You're going to want to keep the holy water. So dying is something you want to keep to a minimum. That in most levels there are holy water to pick up. Like this level, there's holy water, which is great. The next level, there's holy water near the beginning of the level. And but the good thing is if you just keep it, see, there's holy water usually right there in that candle. Okay, but the good thing, the key is to just keep moving. You want to duck there, because if you stand up, you will die, because you will get pushed off into the water. So in those areas where I'm ducking, you want to duck. Okay. Alright, that's the end of that section. Okay, now this section is notorious for giving you items you don't want. Usually an axe. This part's very difficult because of the fact that the fleamen like to spawn all over the damn place, because these eagles will just drop them in everywhere, as you will soon see. Alright, we got some invincibility, but you have to watch out because they will try and drop a fleaman that will try to give you an axe, and you don't want an axe. So when you see this guy, just keep moving forward. He can't touch you, and you're good. Okay, so the next one's going to be a little trickier, because we get over here, we have to whip him and then jump and jump. Now sometimes you get hit, but that's okay, because watch this. You can stand at the back, whip him, and then voila, you got a pork chop. So the wall meat, you can get some health back. Okay, now this one you might not be so lucky, and that's okay, because what we're going to do on the boss coming up will make it not really matter that we lost any health. That one you can get some hearts, and more hearts. What you're going to do is, as soon as you get over to the side, you're going to want to throw your holy water. And just keep throwing it. If you do that before the boss even gets to moving, then Igor will not even jump off of Frankenstein monster's head. He won't even move, and you don't have to worry about him. Alright, and that is one of the most difficult stages in the game. The next one coming up is the most difficult stage in the game, in my opinion. Mainly just because there's some tricky stuff, and then the boss is a pain in the ass if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so you want to kill the fleamen as quickly as possible. You want to keep moving to the right. Kill the fleaman. Watch out for the bones, because the bones take a lot of health. Now damage is done up to... You're getting 4 ticks off your health for 1 hit. You can only take 4 hits and then you die. So you're going to want to not take any hits if you can help it. So you'll learn the patterns of how the skeletons throw out bones. Here is normally like, I think, a double shot if you're just starting the level over. Okay, here's Igor there. Well, a little flea man. Okay. Gonna take out another flea man, and here is a pork chop in case you need it. And it's really easy to need it because it's super easy to get hit by stuff in this. And they take so much damage. So what you're going to want to do is just kind of bat this guy backwards, this Axe Knight. He might hit you, and that's okay. Well, it's not okay to get hit by him a ton of times, but just showing you that, so it's alright. Alright, so if he'd stop throwing the, you know, there we go. So he's burning a little bit. We're going to throw that holy water, burn him. Don't get the axe. Go up and immediately go up the stairs here. Don't waste any time. Just go up the stairs, because you want to beat that skeleton getting to the top. Now, red skeletons can spawn infinitely, so you want to just hit them and get moving, because they will just respawn over and over. So here you want to jump, throw a holy water, let him burn. Here you can normally get a double shot. We're just getting heart because we already have triple shot. You just jump up here, go up the stairs. You're going to want to jump, throw holy water. And another thing is you can just walk right through them while they're burning, because they don't hurt you. while they're burning. Okay, we're gonna stay up here while he's roaming around. Alright, knock him down and go through the door. Now here we'll be able to get some health back, and this is already getting near the end of the stage. We're already near the final stretch here. Alright. Do that. Alright, just go straight up the stairs and start whipping this bad boy. Don't go all the way up the stairs because then you'll get hit by the fireballs. Alright. So we're going to have Red Skeleton here. Gonna knock him down. Gonna go over, whip this wall, get some wall meat. That gets us almost all our health back. Get up the stairs as quick as you can. Now start moving forward to the left as quick as possible and then throw holy water. Timing is very crucial on that. So here, throw holy water. And that just trivializes this entire hallway, which is one of the most difficult parts of the game. Alright, so we're going to go as far as we can there and then start throwing those holy waters as fast as possible, because you'll be able to do this before the Grim Reaper can even start throwing out his scythes. And then that trivializes the hardest boss fight in the entire game. Now I will say Dracula is difficult, but the Grim Reaper is far more difficult when you let him get to moving. So it's important to just get him out of the way as fast as possible. Okay, so we're in good shape. This is the final stage. So this is the hardest part for me, because, alright, don't worry about me losing holy water. I know holy water's been my crutch this entire time, but these bats are the bane of my existence because they have random patterns. You never know how they're going to move, and you don't want them to move the wrong way because they can knock you right off the platform that you're on. So it's good to just keep moving, kind of follow the little pattern you saw me do. That's the best way I can explain it, honestly. A lot of this stuff is really hard to explain on the fly without like just pausing a ton. Okay, here you want to kind of stay back, because if you don't, you'll get bonesed. And you want to get up here, kind of bait this guy over a little bit and then whip him. He's being a dick. Okay, so this next one, skip the first candle, hit the second candle, pop the clock. We don't, I mean, normally you can. Oh my god. Alright. This part you want to pop the clock as soon as you can. Kind of jump over, get up here. Alright. That's difficult to do. We're just going to try to get through this without dying. I might be able to beat Dracula without taking a death. But that's right, we're already at Dracula, so sweet. Okay, so what we're going to do, grab as many hearts as we can. I've got plenty for this fight. I'm going to grab the holy water, and we're going to go ahead and start the fight. Okay, now this part's kind of tricky, because with Dracula, he's going to appear pretty much like right on top of you, and what you're going to want to do is do the whole pattern thing that I was talking about, like rolling your finger across the jump and attack buttons. And you don't want to jump too early because his bullet things will track you and they will follow you, and it hurts. Because remember, you can only take 4 hits. So right now I have 3 hits I can take. And he takes a whole lot more than that, because he's going to take 16 hits to the head, and then he has a second form. So this can be kind of tricky. But the good thing is, once you get to this point in the game, you're here for good. Like, until you shut the game off, this is where you continue from, which is great. Like I said, don't jump too early because you will get hit. Alright, second form is coming. And he jumps a lot. He takes up a massive amount on the screen. He will throw fireballs, which thankfully I was able to keep him from doing. Just going to want to keep whipping and throw down holy water whenever you can. so that it keeps him from moving too much. Alright, I'm gonna want to try to get out of the way. And he is dead. Alright, so that was a no-death run with terrible commentary. But I just wanted to thank everybody for subscribing to me. It's been great. I can't believe that there's already over 200 of you. You know, I hope you guys keep coming back for more stuff. I plan on doing more of these, you know, how to beat strategies, but I really want to do better at them. I know this wasn't great. It was just kind of spur of the moment, you know, real late at night, and I don't know, it's just kind of thrown together, but I really wanted to show you guys how to beat Castlevania in a real quick way, and just kind of say thank you for tuning in, you know. But I think the next games I want to tackle is the original Contra for the Nintendo, Sunset Riders for the Super Nintendo, Batman for the Nintendo. Just some games that are kind of notoriously difficult. I just want to show like some strategies of how to, you know, kick these games' asses. And I know this one's really rushed. Like I said, if you need to rewind stuff and do save states and stuff until you get it down, just do it. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.